Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Sports. And a bit of an update on the Springbok side, which has changed from the announcement on Tuesday. A late email coming out last night confirming that Chair will be rested this weekend and will not be selected to start at Loosehead. And we kind of almost expected not to see him this weekend, or at least I did. You know, the cut above his knee wasn't an injury as such, but it was all about how it was going to repair. And basically, Rassie Erasmus spoke about the fact that he would only play if there was no chance that the stitches or, for example, whatever could come undone, or if there were going to be stitches and stuff like that, then chance he might not play. And they weren't going to take any unnecessarily risks. So he was named on Tuesday, which obviously meant he got the training okay. But for whatever reason, they have said that they have opted to rest him. Not saying he's unavailable through injury because it is a cut above the knee, but I'm sure that that is the reason why he is not playing. And then, very interestingly, is that Wilco Louw has come into the side to replace Chair into starting 23. So let's have a look at exactly how things have changed over here. So Wilco Louw has come into number 3 jersey, and Thomas du Toit has shifted from tight head through to loose head. Now, this is a very interesting selection in terms of how much Thomas du Toit offers the box as a utility player. Rassie Erasmus is all about utility and versatility and being able to cover different positions. And Thomas du Toit has always been a swing prop alongside the likes of a Trevin Yekane, for example. He can play at loose head and at tight head, which is a premium. You know, Vincent Koch as well, for example, last week covered loose head and could scrum at loose head, which meant we didn't go down to uncontested scrums. This is vital in terms of the Bok game plan because the scrum is everything for the Boks. We launch from the scrum and we've got the best scrum in the world, so why wouldn't you? Now, the problem comes if, for example, like last weekend, you have a couple of players have been replaced. You then got a player who's been replaced by injury, so Chair was replaced because of the cut to his knee, and then Gerard Steenekamp goes to the bin, which means you only have two props left in Wilco Louw and Vincent Koch. Now, if both of them are out and out tight heads and cannot cover loose head, then we go to uncontested scrums. But because Thomas du Toit can scrum loose head, tight head, somebody like Vincent Koch can scrum tight head, loose head. You've got somebody like Jan-Hendrik Wessels who could play hooker and at loose head. Dion Farid, for example, you know, they said he could scrum at hooker. Marco van Staden being taught how to scrum at hooker as well. It suddenly means that you don't have to necessarily worry about uncontested scrums. Because, for example, if you had a situation where Jan-Hendrik Wessels was starting at loose head yesterday, you lost Bongi Minambi, and then Malcolm Marx got yellow carded, for example. So Bongi Minambi through injury, Malcolm Marx the yellow card. You could then bring Jan-Hendrik Wessels on, and you could say, right, well, you can slot into hooker. We can continue to have live scrums and full scrums and not contested scrums. And that's a very big part. So it shows you the value that somebody like a Thomas du Toit brings to this side. Now, this is a big opportunity for Wilco Louw because he wasn't going to get a second game at this rate. You know, he wasn't on the bench. He hadn't been named to start. And next year, for example, you know, Frans Malherbe might be fully fit and Wilco Louw might not be in and around the radar to begin with. So now he's got an opportunity to stake a claim once again. He had some very good scrummaging performances last weekend, struggled a little bit in the loose. You know, they got in between him for that Sam Underhill try. It wasn't entirely his fault. We did a whole analysis of this actually on Forever Box. But you know, it was his first game back, and I thought he had a reasonable game at the scrum, a good game at the scrums, not maybe the best game in the loose. Now he's got another opportunity to really stake a claim. Now, yes, Wales aren't the strongest side, so even if he goes and has an absolute stormer of a game, you know, that doesn't necessarily put him ahead of a Frans Malherbe. But he's got an opportunity to really give the Bok management something to think about with regards to his future in the Boks. And I think he does have a long-term future at this rate. But, you know, if he comes in and has a couple of bad games, the Boks sit there go, okay, we need to look at other tight head options because there might be better tight head options. So it's a massive opportunity here for Wilco Louw, as for Thomas du Toit, who I think his stocks only rise because he's allowed them to go, all right, cool. Trevor, I mean, Ox is not really ready to go, but it's fine. Thomas, can you just play loose here? And Thomas is going to say, absolutely, coach, you put me where you need me and I'll do whatever I need to do. And that becomes a massive asset in the Springboks to have players who can play in those different positions. I mean, you look, for example, across that Springbok pack, and Ulrich Louw can cover 8 as well, for example. Sia Khaleesi, you've seen him pat down at 8 at club level. Franco Master can cover 7 if needs be. You know, Jean Klein can probably play at 5 if needs be. So you basically got the only player in that pack that the only two players really who can't play at different positions is Wilco, Louw, and Johan Krobler. Johan Krobler probably could play on the flank if he really needed to. Jasper Wiese, some people have spoken about the fact he might be able to play at 6, for example, is pretty good at the breakdown. So it's all about the versatility when it comes to the box. So that is the update, as well as kind of what that means for this weekend. Changes the narrative slightly in terms of what Thomas du Toit's role is in the Springboks. An opportunity for Wilco, Louw. No Oxen Chair. Will we still have that scrum dominance we've had with him? So lots to think about and lots to watch out for on Sunday. Please let me know what you think of this team down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.